There are a lot of complaints that cars are too expensive these days, and the ones that are affordable aren't any fun to drive. The Mazda 3 begs to differ because, it's a Mazda. Bad information about cars isn't reserved for EVs. There's griping that manufacturers don't make sedans or affordable, desirable vehicles. But these machines exist. Mazda 3 is proof. It starts at around $25,400. Loaded up with a turbo engine and all-wheel drive, this well-equipped Carbon Edition stickers for just under $33,000, and that's with shipping. Available as a hatchback, you might have noticed I'm driving the sedan. There's still a lot of competition in this segment. Toyota Corolla, Honda Civic, Nissan Sentra, Volkswagen Jetta, Hyundai Elantra, Kia has the Forte, which is becoming the K4. The woman who cuts my hair just bought a new Subaru Impreza. Any more choices and buyers might be confused. The Carbon Turbo that I'm driving seems to be the 3 sweet spot. A couple things to know. There's no paint color choice with Carbons. Go with the Turbo and its Zircon Sand Metallic, which gets a lot of compliments. The cockpit's only colorway is Terracotta Leatherette, so that's an easy decision. The naturally aspirated Carbon gets polymetal gray paint and a red interior that's real leather. Interesting. Carbons get standard all-wheel drive. Want other paints or front-wheel drive? Go with different models. The standard naturally aspirated 2.5-liter four-cylinder makes 191 horsepower and 186 pound-feet of torque. Bolt the turbo onto it and the price rises $2,700. The power boost is significant, 250 horses and 320 pound-feet with premium gas, dropping to 227 horsepower and 310 pound-feet using regular fuel. A 6-speed manual is exclusive to front-wheel drive hatchback models. This smooth 6-speed automatic can be shifted here, move up to the Premium Plus trim for paddles and a heated wheel. The only extra drive mode is Sport. For people who like to drive, enthusiasts, the turbo engine is worth it. It adds a significant amount of scoop. This easily spools up to 60 miles an hour in under 6 seconds. A good power band too, not an awful lot of turbo lag. And for passing on 2-lane roads, plenty of power. There's zero torque steer off the line. All-wheel drive cures that, probably why it's standard with the turbo engine. Visibility is good, definitely better than the Mazda 3 hatch and its thick C-pillar. Road noise is moderate. Mazda is moving up market, but not a luxury brand. One of the main reasons you'd buy this car is the handling. Mazda does have the reputation for being really fun to drive, and the 3 lives up to that. It's just great fun to chuck into corners. And one thing about the suspension, you might expect it to be firm and flinty, but it's not. It's actually kind of compliant, fairly comfortable. It just feels kind of expensive. The front suspension is McPherson strut with a stabilizer bar. In back, it's a torsion beam setup. Mazda uses something called G-Vectoring Control Plus that imperceptibly reduces engine torque when entering a corner, shifting weight to the front wheels. It can't be turned off, so hard to know how much of a difference it makes. I have no real issues with the automatic transmission. It always seems like it's in the right gear. Go into manual mode, and it's nothing super snappy like a dual clutch, but it's fine. I would like a manual in this vehicle. I know not a lot of people want those anymore, but enthusiasts do, and Mazda is kind of an enthusiast brand. Alternatives? Honda Civic Si gets a 6-speed manual, but it's strictly front drive. Subaru WRX gets all-wheel drive and a stick, but is easily $4,300 more. And for those preferring stealth, advantage Mazda. Fuel economy? Well, the EPA rates the average of the turbo at 27 mpg. Go with the naturally aspirated engine and you're looking at 30. A reminder that the 3 is not available with a hybrid powertrain like Honda Civic or Toyota Corolla. The suite of active electronic ADAS safety tech includes adaptive cruise control. I find the lane keep assist kind of lazy, allowing a lot of wandering between the road stripes. Traffic jam assist is only on the top trim Mazda 3. The wide horizontal vent setup gives the cockpit a spacious feel. Stitching and the suede material are different from the competition. There's glass in the roof with a manual shade. I have no issues with the heated seats. Moderate bolstering and grippy fabric keeps pilots in place during hard cornering. Drivers get power memory settings. Sorry passengers, you'll work harder. Somber monochrome gauge cluster graphics have less pop than others in class. No bird's eye camera system here, that's only on the loaded trim. There's more shiny black plastic than I like, it tends to scratch. And while I'm griping, the Carbon's 8-speaker sound system lacks punch, richness, and depth. Also, no XM tuner, that's Premium Plus exclusive. There's always Apple Music or Spotify. Door pockets are roomy, storage is solid in the 3, a place for everything and everything in its place. My elbow came to appreciate this feature. Starting at the Carbon level, this screen that's at eye level grows to 10.25 inches. Some folks don't like fingerprints. The controller will appeal to them. The Mazda side of the interface is restricted to using the knob, so happy to see hard buttons for the HVAC controls. Qi charging is a thing too. Wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay get a choice. Use the dial or fingers, though the screen is a bit of a reach. It's easy to toggle between the Mazda side and phone projection from here. I did this a lot. One thing about the Mazda 3 hatchback, it has a very thick pillar, so people sitting in the back will feel very claustrophobic. The sedan is more airy, big advantage. Now, as far as space goes, I'm 5'9" and my Levi's inseam is 32 inches. I have just enough headroom. That's a little tight. Knee, leg, and foot room? That's actually quite good. And the cushions are high enough so that thigh support is excellent. Also, the door openings are big enough so that you can get car seats in and out, no sweat. Door pockets, those are very usable. However, no pocket on this seat back, kind of a pet peeve of mine. Also, not a lot of creature comforts back here. Adjustable vents, power ports, those are missing in action. The spine the drive shaft runs through, that's pretty sizable. The cushions, those are very comfortable. Passengers will like those. There are belts for 3 back here. At the end of the day, I would keep it to 2 average-sized adults, mainly because of the headroom. And if you want cup holders, then yeah, only 2 back here. Arguably, there's one advantage to sedans. Thieves can't just break the glass and snatch whatever's in back. They tend to be a little bit more secure than hatchbacks. Some cars twice the price don't get a spare tire, so thanks for that, Mazda. The boot is nicely finished. It's not as if the sedan lacks any kind of utility. True, the opening isn't super wide, but even if large boxes are denied, longer things still slide in. With the seat backs up, there's 13.2 cubic feet versus the hatchback's 20.1. But here's some weirdness for you. The hatchback 3 stops at 5 packs of softness and absorbency, while a half dozen squeezes into the sedan. Must be the dramatic sloping rear angle of the hatchback. Want real leather, paddle shifters, Mazda's famous Soul Red crystal paint, and creature comforts like a heated wheel? Well, feel free to spend an extra $4,700 for the Premium Plus model, but that's a heck of an upcharge. Mazda 3 is loads of fun to drive, but still comfortable for everyday use. It's practical and it has a decent amount of room. Get the turbo engine and it has a lot of scoot. Plus, it's available with all-wheel drive. Is it perfect? No, no car is, but this covers a lot of bases. At around $33,000, the all-wheel drive Carbon Turbo is a good value for enthusiasts needing practical transportation on a budget. There are a bunch of sedans to choose from. The Mazda 3 is trying hard to be your number one. Everyone likes behind-the-scenes stuff. While Martin and I were shooting running footage and discussing things like the sound of the doors closing, we both think they're a little tinny. I put my coffee on the armrest, and it spilled all over. This is a good chance to say thank you to Martin Campbell for driving duties.
Cleanup.
Yeah, well, that was my fault. I put the coffee on the armrest because I was trying to get a shot. Really, I should be the one cleaning it up. But lemons to lemonade, it cleans up nice.
That cleaned up well. I'm surprised.
Yeah. This demonstrates durability. For regular viewers out there that might be thinking, hey, there's something different about this video. Yes, I'm trying to get back to the original vision of these car reviews, which has always been great photography and information, everything you need to make the decision on a new car, but never wasting your time, because I hate it when people waste mine. To be honest with you, there has been some bloat creeping into these. Nobody wants a 25-minute video on a Mazda 3. So I'm sharpening the focus. I'm eliminating things like red light, green light, because it was redundant. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. And for those who are not regulars, sign up. Subscribe to this channel, click notifications, follow me on social media, and if you have a question, leave it in the comments. I'll try to get to you. Thanks for watching. That's Driven. I'm Tom Volk.